and you want to get.
And they should know how many orders they want to get.
Yeah, you should.
After my session,
you should. You need to know exactly how many orders you get. But the most exciting part, or the most crucial part, the key part, is that you have to plan for it, right? So sales don't just magically come out of thin air. You have to plan on how you're going to get these sales, right? This is key, isn't it? Because I do think sometimes people just post. And they do what you say, post and pray, right? They just post and they just pray and they think, I hope this post is going to generate a sale. And it's like luck and it's like posting and praying. And it's not a strategy at all, right?
Definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. And that's the thing, isn't it? With everything that we do, as I said, from the outset, this whole thing has been around, is having a strategy for everything. So if you've got a strategy for your sales, strategy for recruiting, strategy for your own life, like everything, you've got to have a plan for it.
You have. So we are going to go through with you a plan as to how you are going to get more sales in 2023. You've got a plan to get these sales, right? So first of all, I'm going to be going over, if you want to, we're going to be going over launching campaigns. So we do something every single month where we launch the campaign for the next month. So at the moment, we're launching our January campaign. And these campaigns that we launch create a lot of excitement, right? So you can have different Facebook groups, you can have different posts, you can go live about your different campaigns, you can make different posts out of your different campaigns. My favourite part is the new thank you for your order pictures that I make for the campaign, because I think they're really important.
You get excited.
I get excited about them. If we create like really good thank you for your order pictures, I just want to keep using them. And if we make like loads, like we make like 40 different thank you for your order pictures for that campaign for that month, I challenge myself to use them all. So I'm like, right, we've got 40 different thank you for your order pictures. I want to use every single different one. So
as soon as they're done, you're like, right, I need to get sales.
That's it, I need to get sales. And I'm so excited now because I'm using our new January ones. And that's literally what we do. So before the start of the month, we launch a new campaign for the new month. But we take it one step further, right? We already know every single campaign we are going to launch for 2023. And this is something I want you guys to plan and to do with us today. So I know what campaign we've got in January, February, all the way through for December next year. And we have already created, I've got to give Ross a bit of credit here because he's our creation guy. I said earlier, I'm not very good at like creating very good pictures or whatever. I do kill you though if they're not good enough.
I do, yeah.
I'm like, no, it can't look like this, it can't look like that. So I'm going to show you guys, right, exactly what we've done and how we create this for the whole year. And if you're a leader, it's something that you might want to do for your team. If you're not, it's something that you might want to do with your team, like collab with some people in your team and create this. It's something that your leader might create for you. It's something you might want to go and create yourself. However you do it and wherever you get it from, it's really important. It's your business, so it's your responsibility, right? So you have to make sure whether they're being made by your leader or whether you're going out and making them, you need to make sure you know exactly what campaigns you are launching throughout your whole year next year. That's my challenge for you right now, to know exactly what campaigns you are launching every single month. And I'm going to show you all of mine for inspiration. Obviously, you don't have to use my names or anything like that. These are just for inspiration. I'm just going to show you what we've created and how we've created it. So I know you're not going to see my phone very clearly, but I'm going to show it to you anyway, but I'm going to go through it with you. Last time we did a training, let me know in the chat who was on our 90-day game plan training that we did, similar to this, in a group similar to this. Who was on that training? Let me know, just write yes in the chat.
Good to know, see if we've got any.
It is good to know, it is good to know. And I really did enjoy that training. I really hope the 90-day game plans went really, really well. So on that training, I shared something with you called Boards, which is an app that you can download and use with your team. And I got really excited about it on that training if you were there, because we'd only just started using it as a team. And I knew that it was going to change my communication with the team. And you're talking about like team communication and stuff later on, aren't you? This for me has been an absolute game changer. If you have not got Boards yet within your team, I'm telling you right now, it's been a game changer for my team. And it's become kind of like a joke in the team if someone's got a question. It's like, it's on Boards. Oh, like, how do you do this? Have you got a script to do this? It's on Boards. Have you got a thank you for your order picture? It's on Boards. Everything is on there, and it's like a one-stop shop for everything. I absolutely love it. We used to have, and we still have got, training pages and things like that. But Boards, it's just so easy to navigate great, and it's just so incredible. And as a leader, it's really, really easy for you because any question that you get from the team, you make sure it's answered in bulks, and it literally then questions keep coming up, and you can keep adding to it. I think that's the beauty of it. You can keep adding to it all the time. So in my boards, just to give you a little bit of what I've got in there now, I've got scripts, and if you click on it, I've got all scripts for the team. We've got message examples, and we're going to be talking a little bit about messaging and stuff later on, aren't we? Yep. We've got the price list that the team can use. We've got our customer guides, which our team can send out when they get a customer order. We've got a calls list, like what calls are going on. So again, if anyone says, what's the code for the call? Who's had that question a million times in their group chat? It's on boards, right? We've got any incentives that are going on within the company. We've got all the product fact sheets in there. We've got positions and commissions. We've got DMO examples. We've got a lot. Right, we have got a lot in there. One thing I've got in there is all of our campaigns for next year. So my team know exactly what campaigns we are going for next year. And of course, like, it's your own business. You might not want to use mine. You want to use your own. That's absolutely fine, right? But know what you're using is my point. Know going into next year what your campaigns are going to be for every single month. It's exciting.
It is, and the thing is, it's a focus. Like we always say, like we're focus goals, energy flows, and stuff like that. And sometimes people get so stuck because they're posting about this product one day and another product another day, another product another day. But actually, when you've got something that you're really focusing on and you're very specific about it, you'll find that you'll actually get a better result. You know, I mean, as Dani said, look, we're doing a January jumpstart. You might do a veganuary or something. Like we've done that before, haven't we? We focused on certain products to fit that, and we promoted that. We've done a whole
campaign. You can still do a couple of things within a month. Like if your campaign is January jumpstart, but you want to do a kickstart 10 or a shred 10 in January because it's January, or you want to do a veganuary, whatever, you can do more than one thing. But I think it's just really important to have it planned. And to me, even though I'm not good at making pretty pictures, Ross does that, your page and how it looks needs to like flow. It needs to look aesthetically pleasing. And I think when people can see, oh, she's got another January jumpstart order, oh, she's got another Feel Good February order, and they can see that consistency of your campaign and what you're doing, it's what gets you through the month, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, it creates excitement for people to look at and think, do you know what is this January jumpstart? I want to be a part of it. Or what is this Feel Good February? I want to be a part of it. And you start getting traction, and that's the difference between having a focus on a campaign from then just going out there and just posting
any thank you for all the pictures that haven't got like a campaign written on them or anything like that. Like, it's important. We create a picture that's like launching today, launching tomorrow, and then we have all of the same graphics for you thank you for your order pictures, and it just looks amazing, doesn't it? So I'm going to show you all of our ones, guys. Right, so we have got January jumpstart, thank you for your order picture. So my team can just go in here and pick their thank you for your order picture that they want to use when they get a customer. So this is something that you guys can set up. What is your campaign going to be for January? Right, we have Feel Good February. Again, hope you can see these guys. All of our pictures and our campaigns for Feel Good February all ready to go. Okay, and you can reuse these sometimes, like once you've created them, like the next year if you want to, or you might want to create a new campaign, but you've got to know what it is that you're creating. March, we have minus the pounds in March. Again, I love these ones, I love these pictures. Again, they're all of our pictures that we've created for our campaign for March. Okay, we have April, so we have Get Active in April. Again, I love these pictures. I'll make sure Ross gets them perfect, to be fair. I'm like, come on, Ross. He makes about 10 of them. I'm like, no, they're not good enough. I want them to look like this. I want this kind of graphic on it. We've then got May campaign. It's all about me, May. Okay, and then we've got all of the pictures there that we're going to use for May. We've then got June campaign. Jumpstart your journey in June. And we've got all of our pictures there. Again, the names, you're going to decide. It's going to be completely up to you. You're going to pick your pictures. We literally go on Pinterest, don't we, Ross? Tell everyone a little bit about how you create the pictures.
Yeah, there's loads of different ways to do it. Yeah, you can get images off Pinterest. You can go on, I generally use Canva for mine. You can go on things like Unfold or Unsplash and things like that. There's loads of different apps and different ways that you can do it. But I think that the biggest thing is just having, as I said, having a focus for what it is that you're doing in that particular month. And if you're like, you think, well, maybe I haven't got an upline, maybe I haven't got someone that's doing these sort of things, and maybe I'm struggling for names and stuff, I would generally say, like, what is it that your own health journey, what is it that you're trying to achieve for yourself? Because we're going to talk about this in a minute, but you should always have your own health journey that you're going. So let's say you might want to do a fast or something in February. That might be your campaign. And if you want to gain muscle, like it might be muscle gain March or something. Like whatever it is that may be personal to you, that you're going to use that as your idea to then do your own.
And we've got August, shake away the pounds in August. So these are our graphics for August. We've got September. We've got always do our back to school shred, don't we? And create different graphics for our back to school shred in September. October, we have Droptober challenge. So these are our images for our Droptober challenge that we do in 2023. We have November. So we have New You November. These are brand new ones that we created for 2023, and I absolutely love them. Yeah, they're going to be amazing, and I can't wait. Then I'm like, oh, I really want it to be this month because I want to like launch the new campaign. And then we made all of our new Shape Up for Santa ones for next year, which I absolutely love the look of. Shape Up for Santa. So these are all for December next year. So December next year might seem such a long way away, but it saves you the job as well. If you get it all planned out, I know it can take some time, especially if you're the person creating them. Like we've created these for our team, you might be a leader creating these for the team, you might be creating them just for you, you might have a couple of team members you're creating them for. I know it can take a little bit of time to plan all of that and make all the thank you, all the pictures and your campaign pictures, but it's worth it because then you're not going into a new month not knowing what you're doing.
Of course not.
It's all about the planning.
And the thing is, I get so many questions all of the time. People like work and they say, right, well, how can I get into people's inboxes, or how should I follow up with people about the products? Guys, this is the first step, because when you've got a new campaign that you're launching, I mean, even now, you should be speaking to people now, but if you haven't already done so, you should be saying, right, for all your previous potentials, go in and say, look, hey, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, hope you're well, whatever. You know, I know we spoke before about you maybe starting a new plan with us. Just wanted to let you know we've got a new Jumpstart January challenge that's starting on January the whatever. Like it consists of doing A, Y, and Z. Would you be interested in getting involved? It gives you that option. And that's the whole point of it, is that yes, you've got the content focus, but from an inbox perspective as well, it gives you the avenue to go and reach out to people. So it's really, really
is we create like stories and content for the team and everything around these campaigns as well. So for example, we've got January Jumpstart stories, and then we have like all different stories that can be used that go with the campaign. And it's just planning and sharing with each other, like whatever team you're in, however big your team is, when you create things like stories and content and stuff, share it with each other, because how much easier does that make it? Yeah, you've got to have something. That's why I love boards, because it's a hub and a place where everyone can go and they can get those things if they just need to put up a quick story or whatever about the campaign. It's all there for them. So yeah, just planning your campaign. That is step one. Yeah, cool. I'm going to let you do the rest.
Yeah, because I've only got about 50 minutes.
50 minutes and then lunch. So you're going to carry on with the
I'm going to carry on, and then for the next 4 steps, I'll go through this quite quickly, and then we'll go through a little bit of a lunch break, and then we'll be back and we'll be doing recruitment, I think, is next. But yeah, step 1, get your campaigns organised, all right? As I said, as we've said, for the whole 12 months, so you know exactly what it is that you're doing. And if you're a leader and you've got a big team, or even if you've got a smaller team, you all know what you're doing. You're all singing off the same hymn sheet. Everyone on the social media can see it, and it drives traction towards you, all right? So that's really, really important. So that's step 1. All right, so step 2, I'm going to be talking about very, very quickly, all right, is documenting your journey. You need to, as I said, it all starts with you. It all starts with you having your own health journey and what journey you are going. Every single month, you should have something that you're focusing on. As I said, whether I want to gain muscle, whether I want to, I don't know, if you doing something, you want to grow a booty, whatever it is you want to do, all right, as I said, whether I'm doing fasting, whether I'm doing a whole plant-based for January, whatever it is, every single month, generally, you should have something you should focus on to get people towards you. But it starts, once you've got that, is you've got to document it, all right? Because what people get stuck in is what I call like promotional content, right? Promotional content, like we've just talked about, here's a challenge, come and join the challenge. That's a bit of promotional content, right? Or here's a testimony, come and buy my new shake or whatever, right, to help me lose weight. That's promotional content, right? I'm looking for 3 people to drop a stone in January. That's promotional content, and that only goes so far, right? And if anyone knows anything really about social media and how it works, is that people don't really want to be sold to, right? Generally, they don't want to be sold to. If anything, your whole sort of content strategy as such should be like 80% social, 20% promotional, right? So that's what I mean. So a lot of this is around documenting the journey. And you know what? So many people don't do this enough. So once you launch your challenge, you should be like, right, day 1 of my Jumpstart January, X, Y, and Z, I've got this for breakfast, or I'm having this for lunch, or I'm having this for dinner, or I'm going for this run, or I've got my energy product that's sitting with me at the gym, right? It's all about documenting what you're doing, right? I've lost, 2 pounds this week, right? I've just gained 5 pounds in muscle, whatever this week, absolutely buzzing, right? You're just documenting what impact the product or this challenge is having on your lifestyle, and that is massively important, right? It's not about, I always say to people, it's not about selling. So many people, how many people join this business, and you might be guilty of this, you join a network marketing business in whatever company you're in, and you go, right, do you know what, I'm going to set a brand new page, brand new Facebook page, right? And the reason you're in that is because you're in the mentality of, I've got this product or this service and I need to sell it. So you go, right, I'm going to set this brand new page, I'm just going to sell, do promotional content. Doesn't work. Doesn't work, right? The only way you get traction and you build sales, and we talked a lot in my last session about building those sales growth for those positions, is through documenting your journey and what we call being a product of the product, right? It's about how you impact your lifestyle, okay? So really, really important. So how are you going to go into 2023 and how are you going to plan your journey, what health challenges you're going on, and how you're going to incorporate that into your content, as you can see here, right? So me and Dani were sitting there, we've got our shakes for breakfast, we've got our smoothie bowls, and we're just showing that it's just part of what we do, right? It's not hard sell with the captions, it's just showing what we do, okay? So, make it part of your lifestyle, make sure you showcase it every single day. Obviously, it goes without saying, use things like lives and reels and stories and obviously grid posts, all that type of stuff, all right, to be able to utilize, your content in the best way. Like you can see, we'll always have, and I'm on to the next page here, right, we'll always have, obviously this is me, right, documenting lifestyle, right, I'll always have, like if I'm doing like a general post, it's going to be a different background, a different location, a different type of pose, a different shot, right, because I want to keep it interesting. If you're just constantly posting testimony, or selfie with a shake, selfie with a shake in that position, it's very boring. Okay, so you've got to think and plan ahead and think, if I know I'm doing a certain post or I'm doing a certain live, where am I going to be doing that live? Where am I going to be doing that post? What content am I going to, caption am I going to use? Right, it's all about planning ahead. Okay, so you can see here, so I've got me out in the garden, I've then got me with a shake in the office, I've then got like a collage of 9 different pictures of 9 different recipes that I've utilised and I've made from using the particular product, and I've then got my own results that you can see, in the caption. I don't know if you can see, but I'll read it out. It'll say like Kickstart 10 program, striking again, right? And it will say 10 days of cleaning in, using our plant-based shakes and whole food premiums, mixing 10 days with the gym. All right, I'm starting to feel like me again after the last crazy few months. So I'm not saying come and join the challenge. I'm not saying come and join Kickstart 10. I'm saying anything like that. This is how much it is. Anything like that. I'm literally just saying this is me. This is what I've been able to do in 10 days, and I'm starting to feel like me again. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. So it's a different way of doing it. I'm not selling it. I'm sharing it, and it's a massive difference. Okay, so think about how you're documenting it. All right, and how sort of different locations you can use. Maybe you could go and buy different props or something like that. Different bowls or different things that you saw on ours. We've got our coconut bowls that we went and bought, specifically so we could use it with the product to make it interesting. So all things like that. That's what I'm saying. Plan your sales growth. Plan how you're going to do these things. All right, because what happens is otherwise you just go through day to day, and it's like wicked. How many people go through their day and they go, oh, do you know what? It's been 3 hours or 4 hours. I need to quickly get a post up. And you end up posting something and it's not that great, right? Because you've not thought it through, right? This is my point, okay? So documenting it through, obviously, through your content, okay? So that's step 2, all right? So number 1, plan, all right? Plan ahead your campaigns and your challenge and what you're going to do. Once you do that, step 2, document, all right? And think about how you're going to do that going forward for 2023. All right. Step 3, okay, is really, really key. So I mentioned just now, I said, don't focus on selling, focus on sharing. And that's what I said. And keep this thing going because you're not here to sell a product as such, okay? If you're there to sell, if you like this, is a solution. That is what you're there to sell, right? And this is why I say, use your content to document it, right? Selling a solution. So, for example, if I was to put up now a poll on my stories, if I got my phone out now, I did a story, and I'm standing there with a shade or something, right? And I talk to the camera and I say, guys, look, we're going into a brand new year, right? Everyone wants to, either get, New Year's resolution is to get healthier, okay, or maybe lose some weight, whatever, right? So, but let me know, what do you struggle with, right, when finding a diet plan to suit you? That might be a question. I go onto my social media right now, talk to the camera, and I ask that question, okay? So guess what's going to happen, right? After I've done that, I'm then going to put some slides up on my stories, right? I'm going to use these that I've got here. I'll read some of them, right? And I'm going to put a poll. So I'm going to poll, so recipes or calorie count. Right? It's finding something that's gluten-free, snacking, all right? Something that, restrictive, living restrictive, support, motivation, all right? Consistency, putting weight back on afterwards, right? All of these things that I've got up here, you might have around, all these things here, what are they? They are struggles that people have when they go through a diet. All struggles that people have, okay? So the reason I'm going to put these on my polls is because I know full well that 100% of my audience pretty much are going to vote on that polls, right? And this is what I want. So let's say, for example, I say, looking to diet plan, got to check again, right? Want to get healthier in a year, but guys, what do you struggle with when finding a diet plan to suit you? And if I don't ask you that question, I guarantee you'd have been able to comment with some of this. Right? Okay, find a diet plan to suit you. Right? If I then got the polls and it says recipes or calorie counting and stuff like that, and someone clicks on it, which I know full well they're going to do, okay, because it's a struggle that most people have, guess what that opens up? Opens up a conversation that I can have with that person, all right? So let's say, for example, Linda, right? Linda clicks on calorie count, right? I message Linda and I go, hey Linda, hope you're well, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, I hope you're all good. Just want to say a massive thank you for voting on my poll. Obviously, in terms of when we talk about finding a diet plan to suit you. I can see you clicked on calorie counting, and I can see that was a major issue for you before. I'm not sure if you've ever, looked into what I do and what sort of diet plan I have, but in our one, we don't actually calorie count at all, and actually we eat 5 times a day alongside including our products, within that. So we don't calorie count. So did you want any more information about our particular program and how it could possibly help you? Really easy, right? But it's opening up a conversation, all right? So for any one of these, all right, so whether it's vegan, whether it's motivation, support, whether it's snacking, I can talk about the control product, all right, or whatever. If they click on that, it opens up a conversation, right? How much easier is that, right, to engage in a conversation about your product or your service by mentioning all of the struggles that people are going to have, okay, you know that they're going to vote on, than going out there and going, right guys, I'm starting, I've got this amazing product, right, it's really going to help you lose weight, it's X amount of money, right, blah, blah, blah. If you're interested, click on the poll, okay? Or going out and putting a post up and saying, right, here's a testimony before and after, right, who wants to join my shake challenge? I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is the chances of your interaction and people biting on that content is going to be far greater on doing something like this by selling the solution than it is by just trying to sell. Okay? I hope this makes sense. So, I've just used that as an example of stories, right? But when you're posting, when I'm documenting my journey, as I said to you before, guess what I'm going to talk about? Exactly these things, right? So, if I'm talking about motivation, right? I might do a post, let's say, for example, I've got my shake, whatever it is, right? And I'm doing a post, okay? I might say, do you know what? Just got off the most inspiring call, with our team, all doing our Jumpstart January challenge together. Do you know what? I've tried so many, diets or lifestyle changes before, and I always really struggle with motivation and support. But you know what? Since doing this and this Jumpstart Challenge with the team, all right, I feel so like motivated every single day to continue. All right, because I've got so many great people that are supporting me. I've never known anything like it. Right? So again, I'm not saying come and join the challenge. Saying is I'm taking a picture and I'm posting about the content and what I'm using, but I'm linking it to what people struggle with. Okay? And that is how you sell, right? By sharing and selling the solution, not just by talking about products and what you've got to offer. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. So think about, maybe write some of the things down, think to yourself, plan ahead, right? What product and service do you have? Right? Number one, what product and service do you have? Number two, what is the solution? What problem are you solving with that product or service? Write all of them down and write what do people struggle with. So if I want to sell a healthy lifestyle solution, right? What do people struggle with? And I'll write it down. And that is what my content is then based on. Okay? Because I'm selling the solution. I hope that makes sense. All right? So that's step 3. Okay? Is what is your product and service? What problem are you trying to solve? What do people struggle with? And then use that to influence the products and the content that you go and create. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Right. Step 4. All right, we're nearly getting there. Probably 5 minutes, right? Okay, so step 4. This is for, like, if we remember we spoke about, like, you know, all of our figures in the last session, and we talked, and I really want to speak about, like, sort of long-term sales growth. This is what I want to talk about, right? Long-term sales growth. So not just the sales here and now, I'm talking about the sales for the entire year and beyond, okay? Really, really important. 2 things, okay? 1 thing, really, 2 different methods. All right, but is how, when you go on to Facebook, Instagram, right? Picture of products and you do a post, okay? You're hoping, remember we said about post and pray, you're hoping that somebody on social media is going to see it. That's basically what you're doing. Posting, you're hoping someone's going to see that and they're going to come to you and say, Ross, I've just seen your post about Jumpstart Challenge, right? And I want to be a company. That's what you're hoping, okay? So, but you've got to think, in social media, if that content goes out there, you don't get likes, engagement, interaction, that type of thing, right? Your post generally goes off your newsfeed, you know, in the main newsfeed within, what, 45 minutes to an hour? Gone. Not seen, all right? And it also only goes to a tiny, literally minuscule percentage of people when you put that post on, right? But yet we're hoping for everyone to dive in, okay? We need to change that mentality. So yes, we have to do that. Of course we do. We need to post and show up. But if you want to build long-term sales for you and repetition repeat orders, what do you need? You need like a database. You need all of your potential people in one place. Because if you have them in one place, right? So let's say, for example, right? So WhatsApp broadcast list. I use this all the time. And Dani uses it all the time. So whether it's through products, even my own coaching, business, my network marketing coaching business, I use broadcast lists, right? Why? Because they are people that are interested in what you are doing or what you have to offer. They are people that are interested, right? So if I get Sarah, right, I speak about the product, she might be interested, right? What I want to do when I speak to Sarah is I want to get her into a list, right? Or a Facebook group, right? But I'm going to focus on this for a minute, WhatsApp, broadcast list, okay? If you never set up a broadcast list, please let that be your plan for 2023. Please do so, okay? I promise you, right? So, I add Sarah into the list, okay? I speak to Mark, I speak to John, I speak to Linda, I speak to whoever. Every person I speak to, I'm going to invite and add them into this list, right? And guess what I'm going to do when I add this list? I'm going to communicate with them quite regularly, right? And I'll talk about that in a second. But my main thing is getting them into this list. Why? Because when I do a post around, like, you know, who wants to start Jumpstart January Challenge, guess where I'm going to post it? In here. I'm going to post it to the list of all of my potential people that was interested, particularly in joining a program. Right? How much more effective? So if I've got 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people in a list or a group, and I post it in there, How more impactful is that than me putting a random post out on Facebook on my normal social media and hoping that someone's going to buy it? I'll just let that sink in. So, this here is like, people don't do it enough, right? And the reason they don't do it enough is because they don't invest the time. They think it's far easier to just put up a post on social media. Oh, I've done my job, I'll just post on social media, rather than spending the time to talk to somebody and invite them and get them into a list. Okay? And by the way, guys, on WhatsApp broadcast list, if you've never set one up before, they don't even know that they're in a group. All right? So you do one post to everybody in that group, and they get a personal message from you. They don't know they're in a group, they don't know there's other people in there, they can't see anybody else. They just get one message from you direct. It's everyone. It's a bit like an email. You know, when you send an email and you send it to every email going and line carbon copy it, whatever it's called. A bit like that. Okay? How much more impactful is that? Alright? So, if you want long-term selling success and sales growth, I'm 100% going to recommend to you to plan to have either a broadcast list on WhatsApp, a Facebook group, or Telegram channel, whatever it is that you're going to utilize, all right, to get your potential contacts in one place. Okay, in one place. So how do we do this? So that's the big question. How do we get people into the group? Right. You need to have a hook, guys. Right? So let's say, for example, I go out on my social media, all right now, and I do a post and I say, because this is what I've done before, right, I'm giving away a free 10-day detox plan. Hit like, I've got 5 available, right? That's what I'm going to go out and say. Just literally wrote it in a message, right, on as a post, okay? Text only, right? If I get someone like that, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to message them, right? Hey Sarah, how you doing? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, hope you're well. Thanks for liking my post and being one of the first people out of 5, to give away to get your free detox plan. All I need you to do, all right, is I'm just going to add you to the number and add you to WhatsApp, okay, and I'll send you the plan on there. That's it. Simple, right? Or I'll do the opposite and I'll get them into a Facebook group. So here's an example, right? So someone, either likes the post, or even if they don't like the post, this is what you do. So even if no one likes your free giveaway, right, you get into someone's inbox and this is what you do. So here's a message that I've sent. So I've said, hey Laura, I hope this message finds you well. Just wanted to let you know, as I know we spoke before, but we have a free group that's just launched for anyone wanting to see how our product plans could work for them, right? Would you like to be added in? If so, let me know and I'll send you the link over. No obligation to buy anything. That's all I've said, right? Basically just inviting them to the group, right? Because they've shown an interest before, okay? I get an answer back saying, hi, yeah, good, thanks. Can you add me in? I'll add you in. See how great, right? This was ages ago, right? So we've got Feel Good February. Remember Dani was saying, change the group name, right? Every single month, okay? Remember I said, it's a way to get into people's inboxes, right? When you've got a new challenge, okay? So I can message every single time, right? Jumpstart January, Feel Good February, Muscle Game March, whatever it is, to invite people into our free group to take a look, okay? But guess what? All of my potentials are in there. So if I do a post in there about challenge or I share some results or whatever, whatever point I did this presentation, right, there was nearly 2,000 people in that group, right? Far more impactful than just a post on your Facebook, okay? Far more impactful, all right? So you can, correct, same group really, same group, just change the name every 28 days, okay? So every 28 days you can change the group. Right, and then you can just do a challenge, okay? Obviously, if you do it on a broadcast list, obviously you don't need to change anything. You literally just keep adding them in. I think on WhatsApp, it might be 250, 250 in a list that you can create however many lists that you want. So you do 250, you do next 250, next 250, etc. Okay? So, but you could have a list for whatever you want. I mean, Dani's going to talk about recruitment in a bit, but you can have a list for sales, you can have a list for potential recruits, you can have a list for, as I said, if you've got different things going on, I have a list for coaching business, I list for so many things, all right? But it's so much more impactful, all right, than just going out there. So I'm not saying don't do the post on your normal Facebook, because obviously you would, but what I'm saying is that going forward into 2023, you've got to get your people into one place, and you just got to build on it. right? Imagine if you invited one person into your list or your group every day, right? You've got one person in there. By the end of the year, you're going to have 365 people, is that right? Right? I mean, days in the year, 365 people in your list, just from one a day. Okay, that is how easy, really, it is. Okay, so that's step 4. All right, and then last but not least, all right, we're getting there in a minute. All right, but what do you do when you're in the group? All right, so if you've got a Facebook group or if you've got this broadcast list as I was talking about, you don't just want to go in there and just spam promotional stuff. You want to give some value out there, right? You want to, because that's the whole point of them being in the list or the group, right? Okay, so we do things like, you know, we're sharing workouts, whether we're sharing recipes in there, whether we're doing live videos and product stories and testimonials, whether we're doing some inspirational quotes, whether we're sharing health benefits of a certain product, why they should be, you know, benefits of omegas, for example, fatty acids. All right, and as you said, you've got a detox plan up here, okay? So again, plan ahead. If you've not got none of this set up, this is a great thing for you to plan ahead, right? And think to yourself, right, well, maybe I need a plan. Maybe I need a group. What sort of value can I add? All right, maybe Tuesday I'm going to do a product talk Tuesday, or a team testimonial on a Thursday, or a free recipe on a Friday. Whatever it is that you're going to do, okay? Plan it out, plan it ahead, so that you know going into the new year, you've got all your potentials in one place, you're adding free value to them, and when they're getting all this free value every single week, and you get to the end of the month, and then you post in there and you say, right, I hope you've been enjoying the free value I've been giving throughout this month. I've got a brand new challenge for anyone that is interested, that is starting in 10 days' time. All right, Feel Good February consists of doing A, Y, and Z. If you'd like to get involved, drop me a message. And you've just sent that to however many hundreds of people, right? Rather than just doing a post on Facebook. And they're going to, guess what they're going to do? They're going to join you, send all of this out every week. Free value to be given to them. All right? Massively important. Okay. All right. Last but not least, I said that a minute ago, but step 5, your last step, okay? If someone comes to you and says, right, yeah, I'm interested in your Jumpstart January, I'm interested in your new package, tell me more a little bit about it. You've got to make sure that you respond, okay? And this is where so many people go wrong, because they go to it and they go, what am I going to say? Someone's asked me, right, they want to lose weight, what do I say, right? Or they've got this product, what do I say, right? You've got to make sure that you know what you're going to respond, okay? If I've got Dani here now and said, right, tell me how you respond to somebody, if they want to shake, you'd be able to just rattle it off like that, okay? If you want to do it, you can do it while you're here. So if I'm a customer and I say, right, I'm interested in your tummy top package, or your shake, what to say?
I say, hey babe, so our shakes are literally amazing, and sometimes I'll do message and sometimes I do
whatever.
Yeah, they're literally amazing, so they will help you to lose weight, you'll feel good, they've got everything in them, they're literally vegan, gluten-free. What you're going to do if you want to do it for weight loss is you're going to have a shake for breakfast, you're going to have a snack, you're going to have a shake for lunch, you're going to have a snack, you're going to have an evening meal. I will be with you every single step of the way. I'll provide you with your detox and diet plans. You're going to get all of that for free. I'll add you on WhatsApp, so you can literally ask me questions anytime and I'm there for you to answer them. You're going to get a free support group in Facebook, and you're going to absolutely smash it. They come in chocolate and vanilla, but I'm going to give you a recipe book where you can make loads of different flavours with them, so you can make insane flavours like cherry bakewell, chocolate orange, lemon cheesecake. Literally, they can never ever get boring. I've been using these shakes for 7 years now, and I still have them now as a healthy breakfast, and I could never get bored of them because there's so many different things you can make. You can even make things like pancakes and waffles. It's just endless. They're insane. So you're going to love them, babe. Let's get you started.
Okay, there you go, right? So, look, rattling it off, okay? So it will be like, you know, it'll be something like that every single time, right? Because she knows what she's going to say, okay? And it's massively important, all right, that you get to grips with how you're going to respond to someone. So, and it hasn't got to be word perfect, like, you know, how Dani's just responded is literally how she would literally just respond in voice note, right?
I don't think about it, like every time it'll be a bit different. So
of course, that's what I'm saying. Every time it'll be a bit
you
different.
cover like the key points, don't you?
That's it, right? So what you've got to have, right? For those of you that might be thinking, well, do you know what? Where do I even start with that, right? You've got to have a bit of a structure to it. Okay, so I always say the best way is the voice note. That's how Dani would voice note. Like I say, sometimes she might send a little scripted message or whatever, right? But generally, she's going to get in conversation. She's going to voice note. I know I like to voice note as well, right? So if you're creating your voice note or script or whatever, I'm going to give you 6 key points to follow, right? I actually go through this on my social media course, by the way, so here's a little bit of an insight to that, right? So, okay, so number 1, they have to pay, right? People need to know, right? When people find something, first thing they think about, well, how much is it, right? So don't leave the cost out. Talk about how much it is, all right? And if you want to break it down by day or whatever you do, then fine. But however you describe it, and this is in no particular order, by the way, right? But you want to make sure you let people know how they're going to pay. There's nothing worse than going for all of this, and then they go, right, how much is it? And you've told them, they go, no thanks. So you want to do that first and foremost, all right? Number 2, what are they going to receive? Okay, so Dani said, look, support and different flavors and all this stuff, but what are they actually physically going to receive when they get that delivery? That's really, really important. Because again, there's nothing worse than you saying, right, going through all this stuff, and they look at it and they go, is that it? Right? You need to make sure that what are they getting? Okay. Number 3, how the products work. All right. So again, you heard Dani say, like, look, if you're starting one of our shake packages, you might start with a shake for breakfast, then a snack and a shake for lunch, and another snack and an evening meal, etc. She's telling people, if you take this product, this is how you're going to utilize it. This is how you're going to get it into your lifestyle. Okay? People need to know that before they make a purchase. They need to know how they're going to use it, right? And whether they can. Okay, so that's number 3. Step number 4, how can they order? All right, when can they expect a delivery? So yes, we can't give a specific, it's going to be here tomorrow, right? But you can give, maybe 3 to 5 days, whatever you're going to say. It gives people an expectation. Again, when we order something, even if you order on Amazon, we're sitting there, we're waiting for it to turn up, right? But we have to have some kind of expectation as to when it's going to arrive, all right? But as I said, how can they order? All right, so I can say something like, right, all I need to do is to take a few details from you, right? And I'm going to send you a link. All you need to do is open the link up, enter your details, check out, and your product will be with you hopefully within 3 to 5 days or 5 to 7 days, however you want to say it. Okay? But you're letting people know what they need to do in order to order. Okay? All right, step number 5. Okay. Related to your story, all right, and your results. So Dani mentioned about the different flavors that she uses and what ones that she particularly loves, right? That's related to her own experience of using that particular product, all right? Really, really important. Again, I might say, right, do you know what? I absolutely love the shake. I always used to struggle with finding something that was like flexible and versatile that I could just do in a few minutes before I was going to work. All right, but there's so many different flavors, it takes less than a minute to make. So I've really, really found them useful and beneficial. I've actually, lost 10 pounds in using them. Right? That's me creating my own story around using that particular product. Literally just in a statement. Okay? Again, people relate to that. All right? Remember we said, not selling, sharing. Okay? The sharing. Use a different client results. Say, right, all my clients have found since using this product, they've been doing X, Y, and Z. Okay? Right. And last but not least, I would say add a call to action. Right? So if I go through this, I might say, look, if you're ready, all right, if you're ready to get started, let me know. Right? That's it. Or if you get ready to get started, I'll send you the link now. How does that sound? I'm giving them a call to action. If you're ready to go, send me details over now and I'll pop that order through you. I've got my laptop ready, right, ready to go. Okay? Bit of urgency when you're talking to someone about ordering. All right? So that's it. I know I've gone through that quite quickly, but I hope that gives you a bit of an insight and a plan for you to get sales, all right, going into 2023. So I've gone over a little bit, all right? So what have we gone over? Over 15 minutes. Half an hour.
Okay, 1:15.
So 1:15, there you go. I'm glad she's here. Right, so 1:15, okay? We'll be back